Every now and then you come across a home that, well, just doesn't seem to belong where it is. Kind of like seeing a Porsche parked outside the Dollar General. There's certainly nothing wrong with it, but you just might find yourself doing a double take. That's this place. A luxury built property plopped down in a slightly above average neighborhood in Northwest Pensacola, which recently sold for $765,000. And when the average home price in Pensacola hovers around $320,000, that's really saying something. Some would call that out of place. I'd call it opportunity. Because if you're willing to buy the nicest house on the block, the odds of you getting a lot more house for the money are pretty darn good. Now, it didn't just fly off the shelf, sitting for 112 days on the market, but that's not an eternity either. And it was listed at just under 790,000 and sold for 765,000, a 97% list to sell price ratio, which is right in line with what the entire Pensacola market was doing at the time, and still is actually. Translation? Even when this place was the rich kid arriving at the birthday party in a limo, the market still said, "Hey, you're invited too. Come on in." So when this beauty sold for more than double the median, it wasn't an anomaly. It was validation. Because with 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, just under 3,700 square feet, and less than 4 years old at the time, the buyers expected luxury, and well, they got it. Looking at the front of the home and the front porch, it looks like it could audition for a Southern Living cover shoot. From the 20-foot covered porch through the double doors, it sets the tone. Step inside and it's crown molding, high ceilings, and lighting that says, "We're not from around these parts, are we?" But let's not get ahead of ourselves. The kitchen's the star here. A 48-inch ZLine dual fuel range, 6 burners, a griddle, and double convection ovens, pot filler, prep sink, separate ice maker, wine cooler, and a Samsung Family Hub fridge that's smarter than half the people you know. But if I were to point out one flaw in the kitchen, it would be that it's a poor place for an argument. You can't slam any cabinet doors in frustration because they're all soft close. The master suite comes with its own fireplace, a private sitting room, and a bathroom that looks like it was pulled out of Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. Double vanities, a custom walk-in shower, a freestanding soaking tub that could double as a canoe, and the closet, at 14 by 12, it's bigger than my first apartment. 3 more bedrooms downstairs, including 2 that are Jack and Jill's and one that's practically a second master with its own in-suite bathroom. Then, over the 3-car garage, you'll find a bonus suite with its own bath and closet. Perfect for the teenager who's pretty darn sure that it's he or she who actually runs the place. Or a beloved man cave, where one might be inclined to crank up the volume of Proud and Merry a bit, at least until one's better half charges up the stairs to veto such a plan. In the backyard? Well, think football field, with enough room to build a swimming pool so big it would put Mar-a-Lago to shame. There's also a full summer kitchen with grill, rotisserie, sink, and fridge. Perfect for cookouts and entertaining, if you please. So, yes, it was the priciest home sold in the area last year, but that's the point. Luxury doesn't always need a water view to sell. Make no mistake, there's a premium to be paid for the sunset over the water, like $2 million for a home like this one. But here, the buyer's got a chef's playground and a house that looks like it wandered off a waterfront lot for about a third of the cost. Some people chase views. Some people chase value. This house showed you can have luxury, land, and a chef's playground without shelling out a king's ransom. Porsche at the Dollar General? Maybe. But for the right buyer, it was the best deal in town.